And this center is amazing. The solar plexus in Sanskrit means power of 1,000 suns. This is your powerhouse. Now, personal power, as we talk about the center being the center of personal power, what I really feel is that this is not the power to be oppressive in any way. It's the complete opposite. It's the power that you have to heal, to create, to expand, to cultivate the world, the life of your dreams. You have that power. If you don't know that to be true, if you feel in some way that you can't, whatever the rest of that statement is, that's a disempowered thought. Any limited belief that you have of yourself is a false belief. And as you get into working in your energetic system this way, you infuse and heal this center. And when you do that, it changes the way that you feel in your body. You begin to know who you really are. This center is the center of I am. I am powerful. I am capable. I am a creator being. I'm sovereign. And what is sovereignty? Sovereign means that I am whole and complete in myself. And so let's just look at the medical system and what we've all been fed here. We all have been taught that we have bodies that are finite, that break down, that get sick, disease, and then we die. And that when something goes wrong with us, we have to go to a doctor to have diagnostic testing done. And then usually there's an intervention. And that intervention comes in the form of maybe it's physical therapy, maybe it's an injection, maybe it's a medication, maybe it's a surgery, maybe it's a whatever. We become dependent on something else to diagnose us, to tell us what's wrong, and then to fix us. Talk about disempowerment. We have become codependent on the outside world to tell us who we are and how to stay healthy. And that is the opposite of true. You are made of energy, and the energy only wants to flow. And when the energy stagnates, systems become congested. And when systems become congested, the body starts to feel the congestion. And then when the feelings start to mount up, those feelings start to rise to the brain and say, there's something wrong here. Now, what if you knew there actually never was anything wrong, that you had congested energy and you have the power to move that energy? Now you can use the medical system when you have done your part and you need more information. And because you know who you are as an energetic being, you get to then take that information to your doctor and listen to your doctor from an empowered place. You, when you work within this third energy center, get to feel the truth of your own knowing. And so when the doctor says to you, you have diabetes, your blood sugar is too high, I'm going to give you some insulin or some other pill that will help regulate your blood sugar. And your body then says to you, I don't need that because I'm a sovereign being and I know how to take care of myself. And it is not in the form of a pill. And so then you take ownership over your healing. You get into your energetic system. You start exercising. You get into your third center, and all the centers that we went through today, you clear them out energetically because you know that the energy feeds the organs. Guess what feeds your pancreas, which is the organ that burns out from diabetes? Your third energy center. And so when you start moving the energy through that third energy center and you start clearing out the organs that got congested, and you couple that with lifestyle changes, guess what? You don't need a pill. And if you do, it's a support that is in addition to. It is not what you need as your sole source of survival. And this can be applied to any example in your life. When we start to get into our bodies and move the energy through our energetic system and clear out that which we haven't digested, third center, digestion, we are given a whole new sense of ourselves. We feel differently. We feel the empowerment of our own actions. And we know that we get to choose. In every moment, we're handed a choice. Do we look outside of ourselves for answers, or do we know ourselves to be the powerful creator beings that are designed to know these truths internally? Now, when this center is wounded, it creates certain characteristics. We become codependent, as we just mentioned. We give away our power to others. We don't have a sense of our own personal boundaries, and so we get really depleted. I fell victim to that for many, many years, and I work on this very diligently now. Overgiving. If you're okay, then I'm okay. I give more to you so you can feel better. And then I don't feel good because I'm depleted, and then I have to give more, right? Instead, I'm here to help, I'm here to support, I'm here to teach you what I know and let you do your part. I don't have to make it so that you're okay, so I can be okay. So these are energetic boundaries that we're talking about. And boundaries get crossed all the time. We look to one another to fill us up. Our friendships are sometimes really demanding. And if we give more than we know that we should, we feel depleted, we feel imbalanced. Very disempowering experiences when we cross boundaries of our own sovereignty, of our own knowing, our own truth. This is a big one. When we have a wounded third center, we don't trust ourselves. I was the classic making a decision and taking it back person. I could not make a decision to save my life. I didn't trust myself. I was looking in every direction and getting guidance from all these outside sources. I would ask 10 different people their opinion of what I should do, what decision I could make. And how amazing, when you clear out this system and you start to open up your third energy center again, you start to trust yourself from an embodied place. You can feel the truth, and you are solid, and you are anchored, and you are rooted, and you are heart opened in that truth. And then you get to make decisions based on that. And if those decisions change, you feel the truth of that shift and you follow that. But it's not a waffling experience. You don't go back and forth. Oh, should I do this? Maybe I should do this. I'm not really sure what, do I want to have a pancake or do I want to have a bagel? I don't really know. I don't trust myself to make decisions. You tell me what I want. It's exhausting. The more sensitive you are, if you're an energetic sensitive, and I believe that anyone who's in the circle right now is an energetic sensitive, as I am, we absorb energy from others. That's called being an empath. And when we absorb energy from others empathically, it shuts down this center. That's what happens oftentimes. We're born into environments where we are just powerless because we're little, but we're sensitive. And so as kids who are empathic, we absorb everything, as I did. And then we shut down because it's like we just can't take in anymore. Autoimmunity, it's this center that gets the most wounded in autoimmunity. What happens? We get overwhelmed. Our immune system literally shuts down. Our digestive system literally shuts down because we're just absorbing other people's wounding through this center. And so as we open this back up again, we become empowered empaths. A disempowered empath is one that doesn't really know how to handle their sensitivities. And so it just, we absorb and then we shut down and we go numb and we disconnect. We get really sick. And so a lot of people here have digestive issues, autoimmune issues, diabetes. It's really easy to see how this center feeds our whole digestive system, immune system. And so if this center is shut down, I believe it's easy for you to see that you're not going to digest life very well. You might become overly controlling if this center shuts down because you're just kind of rigid and like, oh gosh, I don't trust life. I don't trust myself. So how can I trust life? I can't trust you. And when this center shuts down, we feel really anxious a lot of the time. We feel breathless. We feel like, oh my gosh, can I even make it? And so, what a gift to know these truths about yourself now. And to know that all the times in your life that you felt a lack of trust of yourself, a lack of confidence, where you felt victimized, where you felt really depleted because you just let somebody take more than you really wanted to give them of you. And you felt just uncertain about what move to make in your life because you couldn't feel yourself, you didn't know your own truth. What a gift to know that you can now heal all of that and clear out all of that energetic density that made it so you didn't trust yourself. One of my mantras, as I'm building a whole new platform here, and I am just taking a huge leap of faith in my career, because the medical community doesn't really identify with a lot of the work that I do now. And so I have to use language that doesn't threaten my medical license. I don't call these treatments anymore. I call them healing sessions. And so I'm making this huge pivot shift in my own life. And I know that what I'm here to offer you is real and needed, and that I'm here to help shift the whole medical system. Now I have to trust that. And every day that I wake up, I make intentions, I set intentions. And one of the main intentions that I've been setting for the past 2 years since offering this platform to you is to embody more self-trust. Embody self-trust. Trust yourselves by clearing out this energetic system and doing your work to rewire yourself from the inside out. Trust yourself as an abundant creator being made of love. And whatever your body is telling you, trust that. My body says, we're here to come together. We're here to heal. We're here to know ourselves as sovereign beings. We're here to support and love one another in making these big, huge shifts in our lives so that we can heal the soil that we've been born into. We can heal our bodies. And it starts with you. When you know that, the rest is just a framework and a skill set and practice.